Hey, it's your boy Jason. I'm here with another deck profile. Going back to Jinzo because of course the new ban list hit my best card in Imperial Order, and while Konami taketh, they also giveth with the new Hidden Arsenal boxes. We got more nitria support and stuff. So with all the stuff, all the other support and whatnot, Imperial Order, I remade the deck basically. So here we go. Three Jector. Jector is a staple. You're gonna run three for running Jinzo. You get this turn one, it's almost like a free Jinzo, especially if your opponent's running traps. If your opponent's not running traps, it's not the end of the world. It just adds Jinzo to your hand, but its name is Jinzo on the field, so it makes your shock energy is viable, which I'll get into why that's about that card a little bit. Three Jinzo returners. This is a really good card. I bumped up the two Jinzo returners to three because I just didn't see it enough. And when I was searching for it, I was wanting to search a third time, but not having the third search. So just bumped it up to three for sure. Three psychic bounders. I was running three psychic bounders before. I kept it mainly because it's a really good search. It searches Law of the Cosmos, searches your psychic energies, basically everything you need to run to keep running. So three bounders, psychic bounders, three Jinzos, of course. One Jinzo Lord. I had two before, but I bumped it just to one because while Jinzo Lord has more attack, it's not a significant more to matter. So, bumped him down to one and bumped up another Psychic Mega Cyber, mainly because this is a good card just to get Jinzo on the field with, and we have a lot with this deck. So all the more the merrier. His second effect rarely comes up, where like Psychic Bounders, everyone forgets about it. They tack it a Jinzo with Psychic Bounder on the field, and then you can just get a free pop with Psychic Bounder. Mega Cyber Psychic second effect never usually comes into play, but if it did, oh my god, would it be great. So I just run two in hopes. And of course, the one Machine Menace, I would run three if I had them, but only have one. So that's the Jinzo engine, the monster engine at least. Moving on to the Nitria, we got two Bamboo Shoots. I feel like this deck would probably benefit with three, but like I said, I didn't get three from the Hidden Arsenal boxes. I got what I got, and that's what it is. Three Cherries. This is a great card in this deck. Not only could it summon Jinzo, it could summon Bamboo Shoot, which is amazing, and when it's destroyed, you get two, or it's sent to the graveyard, you get just two more. So, great card. Fills up your board with tributes, summons, and whatnot. And yeah, it's a great card. Probably wondering why I'm not running Marin, and that's because I don't really think the recyclability is good. Marin's other effect isn't worthy enough to run just for the recycling, so I'm not going to. Cherries is a good tuner too. She basically, if you have Jinzo, you could go into some stuff, and if you don't, there's different synchros you can go into, and a lot of versatility this card has, which is why I'm running three Cosmo Beat. Is because again, that's also a tuner, and it's a level 2, and if you have this and if you have this and a cliff, you have Barkion. So yeah, that's why I run Cliff. You don't want to use Cliff's effect because his effect summons in an attack position, which is terrible. So yeah, you just want to summon him with Cosmo being on the field already, and synchro into Barkion because that's the only way. Because Barkion's stupid effect, or no, was it cherries? Yeah, it's cherries. See, I'm already messing this up. It's hard, but yeah, don't like Cliff. Don't want. Wish I could cut him, but I can't because one of the synchros needs him. So you kind of gotta run him. That's it with the monsters. It's a lot of monsters, I know, but like I said, this deck is prone to not bricking as much because of all the search, which is why everlasting alloy I put to one, because as far as protection, it's meager. If anything, it's kind of like a save. March of the Monarchs is a much better card because while it doesn't protect just the Jinzo. It protects Bamboo Shoot, so it's a much better card to run than two alloys. Play March, and this will protect against monster effects looking to destroy or target Bamboo Shoot or Jinzo. So it's kind of necessary. You hope to see it. I wish I could bump it up to two, but it would just make dead draws, which is what you don't want. That's why Dark Ruler No More is a much better card. It's a pretty much pause what your opponent's doing and just to let me win this turn. If they don't have monsters that are higher attack than Jinzo and Bamboo Shoot, you pretty much can lock them out and this turn that now and prevent them from having their next explosive turn and probably winning because of that. That happens a lot. That's the whole strategy because anything could attack over Jinzo and Bamboo Shoot, it seems, nowadays. You want to prevent them from doing that, or just Cyber. This is where Cyber Energy Shot comes in. It's a very better card than Alloy. In playtesting, I found because it is a pop. It is a pop, and if you pop a trap, it raises Jinzo up 800 attack. All of the Jinzos, anything that's named Jinzo gets 800 attack at that point, and it stayed there like that forever. It's not to the end of the turn. I thought um if you negate a monster effect, it's only till the end of the turn, but all Jinzos you control gain 800 attack. Period. That's it. They gain 800 attack. And like that doesn't count if they leave the field and come back, but I found getting Jinzo up to be 3000 with just raising his attack could make him viable. So Cyber Energy Shock is definitely a 3 of. I don't know why I was only running 2 of it before. Like I said, I didn't understand the versatility of this card. Being a quick play, being able to pop anything when you have a Jinzo on the side of the field, being able to especially pop traps when you don't have Jinzo. So if your opponent's trying to floodgate you out of Jinzo, you could just summon Injector and he's Jinzo on the field and bam, they become viable. So very good card. I abuse this a lot in the Duel Links game because nobody seems to expect it. They're like, "You've got back row in Jinzo?" Yes. To search, I mean, you need 3 Law of the Cosmos. As you go from Psychic Bounder, if you don't have this, you go into Law of the Cosmos, and if you don't have Psychic Bounder, you go Law of the Cosmos, Psychic Bounder. If you don't have this, you go Psychic Bounder, Law of the Cosmos. Kind of back and forth. They each do the same thing, which is search a Jinzo card, getting you a plus, which is what you need. So, I mean, it wouldn't be terrible. That's why if you open this and Psychic Pounder, it's not terrible if one of them gets negated. Like, it's not the end of your world, per se. And nobody is going to honestly do the first effect, which is set a trap card from their deck, because then you get Jinzo. Why would you do that? It happens a lot in Duel Links because they don't realize what the card is. So they're like, oh, free trap. I'll get Floodgate Trap Hole. And cry because I now have Jinzo. It's already on the field, so you don't get to activate it. Card advance. I bumped this up from 1 to 3 mainly because of how good it was. It let me just summon a Nitria turn 1 into Bamboo Shoot, which is a really amazing, really good. Pretty much your best opener is Bamboo Shoot, a Nitria, and card advance because it also will set up your turn 2, giving you a free normal summon, tribute summon. And it could also work with Jinzo, but yeah, with like I said, the search is all you need. And now we get to the funny part of the deck. Because they banned Imperial Order, 3 Regeki. And you're probably saying what? And yes, the new ban list, they banned Imperial Order, but bumped up Regeki to 3. So while Konami takes away, they also give you massive board clears. I would run 3 Lightning Storm too if I was rich, but I don't have that. So run Harpy's Feather Duster. That's a great card to, just wipe your opponent's spells and traps. And you're probably thinking, well, what if your opponent doesn't run traps? What if you're just running a spell heavy deck? Well, the last 43rd card of my deck, Solemn Judgment. And more often than not, I'm going to be popping my own Solemn Judgment just to pop it. I'll pop a trap card, which is hilarious because if I'm not mistaken, Psychic Energy Shock, does it say your opponent's one card on the field, destroy it. Then if it was a trap, you can apply these effects. Yes, so Cyber Energy, if you need to get Jinzo up higher attack and they do not have any traps, you can Cyber Energy Shock your own Solemn Judgment and then tack over, which is very funny and hilarious. But it's Solemn Judgment, so you can also just negate your opponent's combo if you don't have anything else. And yes, this deck opens very sometimes badly and very slow. But with all the search and stuff, I feel like this 43 card deck is very, very viable. And now let's get into the side deck here. Beast. Nitria Beast. This is why I run 2 Cliff. You need Cliff because it says non-tuner Earth monsters. So you cannot use your Jinzo cards because they are all dark. Meaning, Beast, you need Cliff and you need Cherries. That's the only way you summon Beast. But Beast is such a good card, being able to negate spell cards, that you, even seeing him turn 1 is probably better than a shoot because he's got higher attack. Then that's that. And Allied Justice Allied Justice Cataster, just for the if they're not running darks, they're running some weird strat, you could just be like, whoa, Cataster. That's my level 5s. My level 6s, Barkion, just one of him because, again, he's not as good as Jinzo. He's got more attack than Jinzo, but he gets stuff out of your grave, which you kind of don't want to do. Maybe spells and traps that you've already used and can't get back. But other than that, you don't really want to be banishing cards to be activating his effects, especially with Jinzo's on the field. So again, not as good as Beast. That's why you run Cliff. 2 Goyo Guardian. I feel like this card is not nearly as good as it used to be long ago when synchros were good, and just as well as 2 Bryonic, again, not nearly as good as they used to be long ago when the synchros were the thing. 1 Psy-Frame Lord Zeta. I don't really use him that much, and honestly, I would rather go for maybe another one of these other level 7s I'm about to show you. But if you need to pop a card out of somebody's hand to prevent yourself from dying next turn, that's probably the only thing you'd want to use it for. And let's the other level 7s I got: 2 Black Rose Dragon, 1 from the tin, 1 gold. I don't even know if you're allowed to use 2. These might be at 1 for all I know, and I haven't played in so long I don't know the rules. I remember this Black Rose Dragon used to definitely be a 1-of card. I don't know if it came off the ban list or not. If it didn't, then I'm playing an illegal deck, and I gotta take out one of the Black Rose Dragon to play because I used 2. It's a very good bomb, basically blow up the field, and it's one of my old favorites. So of course I run 2 of them in here, even though I'm probably not allowed to. That wraps up the level 7s. Level 9s, we got Mistworm because it's Mistworm, pretty good. And Ravenous Crocodon Archithes, or whatever, however you say that. I don't really know why I run this card. Probably just to round out the level 9s and have 2 of them, opposed to just the 1. But again, I'd probably, if really was playing, I'd probably take this out and a Black Rose Dragon just to be safe, not knowing whether or not those are at 3 or not. I'm sure someone will tell me, oh yeah, Black Rose Dragon is at 3 and you're just dumb. but I might be wrong. That's what I'm more afraid of. I'm wrong, and Black Runner Dragon isn't at 3, it's at 1. I'm gonna take out the 1, not a big deal. And yeah, that's the Jinzo deck now. It's a lot more explosive than it used to be, and kind of slower because it's bigger. In that you have more monsters to contend with the Naturias, and finding the synergies between the Naturias and the Jinzos is very difficult. Not something a new player should tackle. Definitely something an older player who knows Naturias, who knows Jinzo very well. Like me, like I said, I love this deck. I love how the synergy between the two cards, and yeah, that was my deck. I hope you guys like it. I'm gonna go take care of these dogs. Have a nice day.